All right, Sarah, thank you very much. And of course, I'm joined by a very special guest, Dr. Alex Karp, CEO and co-founder of Palantir. Alex, thanks for joining us.
Very happy to be here.
All right, so Sarah mentioned, beautiful background here. We're at AIPCon. This is where your customers, they come and they talk about working with your software, AIP. That's going to include BP, a new customer, also AT&T, a longtime customer, talking for the first time. So a big day and also a big month. You're joining the S&P. Your company, previously kind of mysterious, private for about 17 years. Now you're going to be in the S&P. You're going to be added to millions of 401ks. How does that feel for you as a founder? What does that mean for the company?
Well, yeah, it's been a long ride. I've been at this together with other Palantirians for almost 20 years. And, you know, we believed that we could build a company that would make America and its allies stronger, better, more intelligent, more agile, wealthier. And we took a lot of positions that looked outside the norm. Some people said batshit crazy, like America is good, the West is good, we should fight for meritocracy. We can make industry in America dominant, not apologize for being the best and greatest country in the world, our allies around the world. Actually, the most radical thing we ever did was build software that actually was fully aligned with our customers, with our partners, whether they be military or commercial. The way you were told to build a software company was stay away from government at all costs, because that might help somebody. Build software that makes customers feel like they're being pleasured while they're being screwed. We never did that, and we stood by our values, and I'm really proud of Palantirians and our supporters, and it's an incredible ride.
Excitement buzzed around Wall Street this past week as Palantir Technologies hosted its highly anticipated 5th AIPCon event. Attention-grabbing news from this rendezvous left the market oscillating with curiosity and intrigue. But what exactly stirred up this storm of interest? Behind the scenes, we have some renowned names and heavyweight figures in the tech industry who are vowing that Palantir is on the brink of something monumental. This convergence of minds not only hints at the prospective innovations Palantir is set to unveil, but also underscores the far-reaching implications for various sectors. But hold on, we're just scratching the surface. With luminaries like Palantir's CEO Alex Karp and the insightful Mariana Perez Mora from Bank of America Securities, there are intriguing details just beneath the surface waiting to be unraveled. So, let's dive deeper into this unfolding narrative. Let's explore the finer nuances that set this event apart and understand how these key players are spearheading an evolutionary leap within the tech industry. Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
You've been on the record that right now only two things matter: chips and ontology. All right, so you don't make chips. What's ontology? You've been out talking about ontology, kind of preaching about it. How does it relate to enterprise customers and the use of AI?
So AI is a mysterious revolution. People basically have it wrong. They think all the values in the large language models. Large language models are like hydrocarbons in the ground. They need to be processed. If you're going to do something beyond chat, something that is crucial for the business, like bringing hydrocarbons out of the ground, or actually in the government context, monitoring troops, figuring out how to kill your adversary while staying alive, that raw knowledge has to be processed and put into your system, in the logic of your system, and in the security model of your system at the cost your system wants to pay for a particular kind of model. So long story short, that hydrocarbon-like LLM is essentially worthless to your business without the processing capabilities, right, both in the ontology and in Foundry. And we believed this 5 years ago. We figured this out, by the way, by doing work for the U.S. government. Some of that work is going to be presented today. Right. So if you want to really kill your adversary on the battlefield or change the economics of your business, you need a way of processing the raw resources.
Picture this. It's a bustling Thursday at AIPCon, with hints of an electrifying announcement in the air. Palantir's CEO, Alex Karp, takes the stage and the room buzzes with anticipation. His opening statement rings clear and grabs everyone's attention. Palantir's inclusion in the prestigious S&P 500 index. It's not just a milestone. It's an affirmation that Palantir has transcended into what Karp calls an actual serious company. Serious enough to sit at the big table, one might say with a wink. The gravity of this announcement cannot be overstated, marking a pivotal chapter in the company's journey. Beyond the index inclusion, what else did this gathering bring to the table? On the analyst front, Mariana Perez Mora from Bank of America Securities emerged with a reaffirmed buy rating and a $50 price target, reflecting an enticing upside potential of about 38%. This revelation alone suggests that Palantir's future is brimming with promise. Mora shed light on the fundamentals driving this optimism. Palantir's powerful products, robust values, and top-tier talent. Karp himself expressed a bold vision of potentially growing the company tenfold, leveraging these very assets. The room buzzed with optimism, reflecting a shared belief that Palantir is an enabler of their partner's success, quite literally a rising tide that lifts all boats. Adding layers to this belief were the real-world customer use cases highlighted during AIPCon. From the Geospatial Intelligence Agency to Aramark, high-profile clients demonstrated how Palantir's platforms have brought tangible operational benefits. Hearing directly from global corporations and organizations such as Lear and Mount Sinai about their successful integrations with Palantir's artificial intelligence platform painted a vivid picture of why this company is truly set apart. This wasn't just about showcasing technology. It was about proving efficacy and economic impact in real-world scenarios. Jokes aside, if Palantir were a stock market game, it would probably have cheat codes with how universally impactful its solutions appear to be. But before we go any further, if you want to keep up with Palantir's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates.
Does this election actually matter for the company now?
Well, look, it matters for America. We are a company that embodies people that support both President Trump and Vice President Harris. I'm kind of historically been an unhappy, kind of radical Democrat. I still am. I support having a tough border. I support inflicting pain. I mainly support, by the way, something that seems to be escaping both parties, which is if you touch an American, we will inflict pain on you for generations. That should be the U.S. policy. Whether that happens in Gaza, whether that happens in Ukraine, wherever that happens, you cannot touch America. From a business perspective, we've done well under both parties. Our products are superior. We stand by their superiority, and both parties recognize that we have the best products.
All right, so we've mentioned incredible stock growth. Looks like you get another boost from joining the S&P. What contracts do you think that Palantir needs, whether it's government work or commercial work? What contracts are you still out there looking to obtain to kind of prove that AIP, your software, is the best in the world, which I know we talked a year ago. You said you were setting out to do that.
We're not interested in we show, we don't tell. We believe, our customers, we have 111 partners presenting who believe our products are valuable to them, in some cases transformative to them. We are very focused on product innovation. Part of what AI does is allows you to innovate quicker, and if you have distribution, distribute that innovation quicker. So our main goal is to accelerate product development in all areas: military, manufacturing, government, AI-backed targeting, AI-backed ways of running your business, and then we'll see where we are in a year. My firm belief is Palantir will be 10 times bigger in the future. You know, you've had all these critiques of Palantir. We're the Frankenstein monster. It can't be a product. It's never going to be free cash flow positive. It's never going to be GAAP profitable. It could never get on the S&P. It's clearly very valuable, but it can't be 10 times more valuable. And, you know, our job is to show and not tell, and we are going to show that we can be 10 times bigger than we are now.
And the showcases didn't stop there. Post the public presentations, an impressive lineup of customers, including BP, Anduril, and L3 Harris, went on to hold private demos for prospective clients. Talk about an exclusive party. Perez Mora noted that these demos are poised to expand Palantir's portfolio across various industries, from commercial entities to government institutions. The implication here is clear. Palantir is not just dipping its toes into multiple sectors, but diving in headfirst with novel solutions like the Warp Speed product. This Warp Speed product, pitched as a revolutionary tool for re-industrializing American businesses, aligns perfectly with the increasing urgency in the U.S. to boost its military-industrial base. Mora emphasized that this urgency is particularly pronounced in efforts to counter threats from China, creating a ripe environment for Palantir's innovations. The narrative surfacing from these discussions paints Palantir not just as a tech company, but as a pivotal player in the broader geopolitical and industrial landscape. It's clear that Palantir intends to leverage its technological prowess to address some of the most pressing challenges and opportunities facing industries today, thereby cementing its role as a pivotal contributor to future advancements. Intriguingly, Palantir's stock reflected a positive upward trend in tandem with this vocalized optimism. The stock closed Monday's session at $36.31, marking a 2.02% increase, and continued to edge up in pre-market sessions. This uptick is not just a number, but a mirror to the bullish sentiments that analysts and market watchers share about Palantir's trajectory. The stock's performance seems to echo the growing confidence in Palantir's strategic direction and its ability to reshape industry standards. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
It's on the corporate story, which is clearly very exciting for Wall Street. And I know you've announced some new customers like AT&T, and I believe now $1 billion worth of contracts with the oil and gas industry. So Alex, my question is, I think of Palantir and I think of AI warfare and being able to target your enemies. What are you doing for an AT&T? What are you doing for a gas company that is built on the strength and the business that you have in the federal government?
Well, the products are different, but the baseline way in which you build software, meaning building software that is fully aligned for a complicated customer. So if you take oil and gas or you take AT&T, these are companies with massive investments in architecture. You have to build on top of that, and you have to be able to use algorithms. For example, in the telecommunications, where do you put the wires? What is the most efficient way of having the customer connect to you? How do you do preventive maintenance on the wires? How do you do preventive maintenance on the infrastructure you're building? How do you do the capital allocation so that you can maximize it? These are actually life and death issues for the enterprise, because if you mess that up, you mess up your margins, you mess up the quality of your revenue, and you get disrupted by other competitors. And what Palantir will allow you to do is transform that in a quarter what would have taken you 3-5 years to do. And that's why we have these very loyal, very deep contracts with customers. And by the way, U.S. commercial especially, but also including BP in the UK and other places in the world, is just extraordinarily strong. We've been growing year on year, roughly 70% for 3 quarters. So it's like we are famous for what we've done to help the U.S. and its allies. I'm very proud of that. But the unknown, somewhat public secret of Palantir is we're just crushing it in U.S. commercial. And that's really important. It's important for America, it's important for Palantir.
As the curtain falls on this recounting of Palantir's AIPCon and its promising revelations, there's an enticing call to action for investors. With Mariana Perez Mora's resounding buy rating and Alex Karp's visionary outlook, the stage is set for Palantir to potentially revolutionize industry standards across sectors. The stock's steady climb is just the beginning, forecasting a horizon where $50 per share is not just a target, but a tangible milestone. With each strategic move and innovative development, Palantir is poised to become an indispensable pillar in the technological and industrial landscapes. As Palantir continues to expand its influence through diverse and impactful innovations, now is an opportune moment to consider investing in this dynamic enterprise. The market breathes in cycles of forecasts and realities, and right now, Palantir is a wind-catching sail. So, what are your thoughts? Do you see Palantir as a linchpin in future industrial and technological advancements? Dive into the comment section and share your insights, because at the end of the day, the stock market thrives on a symphony of shared opinions and informed decisions. Engaging in these dialogues not only enriches our understanding, but also contributes to a well-rounded market perspective, driving informed investment choices. And finally, if you would like to know what companies like Palantir have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.